Hello there, Trooper, and welcome back to 518th. I'm Marshal Commander CC 1508 Colbalt, and today I'm showing you around another one of our games, Space. Let's get right into this. We're going to click on the Venator, and a quick heads up on the Venator, you will notice it looks very similar to a different game's Venator. That's because this actual Venator map is free to use, so we have implemented it into our games. As you can see from this where we spawned in, those doors are open from the underbelly hangar doors, and there's a custom Z95 from the 518th in there. Right, let's go to the main bridge. Again, see, it looks similar to another game. It's a free map, don't get snappy with us. Anyway, as we go down this way, let's go into the main hangar. Now, the main hangar is custom built to fit in these ships. There are a few ships in here that aren't flyable. Those are the LATC, that's not flyable. There are two gunships, there's a blue one, and I think there's another one that isn't flyable. And also the V-19 Torrents currently aren't flyable, and Jedi Starfighter isn't flyable. Let's click this door here, and here we have the medbay. Pretty different medbay, but we actually quite like it. It's pretty different, and the door just has to close then, obviously. Anyway, let's go down this way. Over this way we have an office for the Senator, and we also have a shooting range, which I'll show you right now. There you go. And if we go through the doors over here, we go to the fighter control, essentially just the main bridge, again, just on a different side. That green button over there is really just a way to spawn, so I'm not going to show you it. There was a green button back over that way, which I didn't show you, and it was next to the main hangar. That just takes you to the barracks, which we're changing soon. Here's the starboard hangar, and you can see a little bit of a teaser for the Providence, and two 518th ships, a Z95 and a gunship. You know they're ours because of their custom coloration of the purple paint, and also that Z95 is lovely. I love the custom work that Stitches did there. Anyway, in the port hangar, we're just going to grab an ARC 170, because why not? Here's Burns one, because here's a nice ARC 170 by the fire marking, and also the lovely purple paint. Burn is one of our 518th troopers. He's the leader of the Stars Squadron. You can obviously check that out in the 518th Discord server, linked down below. Anyway, let's go into the Acquittance after I press down. There's two ways you can get into the Acquittance. One, by going through that, like I just showed you there. And the other way is in spawn. There's a teleport to it. But why would you want to do that when you can fly into it? Anyway, let's try to land in here. The ARC 170 is a little bit wider than a V-Wing, so we're going to have to do with this. Oh, that's such a bad landing. Anyway, here are the V-Wings. These are flyable. These are really fun to fly, personally. One of my personal favourite ships, and also just lovely to fly. And if we go down this way, as you can see, here's the full hangar of the Acquittance light cruiser. Anyway, if we go down this way, and we're going to turn left, because this cruiser is symmetrical, so if you go either left or right, the same result will happen. You'll go down a corridor, and then when you exit through this door, you'll just fall out of the cruiser. So I'm just showing this because it's a warning. Don't go through these doors because you don't want to fall off, and that just, interrupts your RP. So we are working on it. We are going to update it so that these corridors, that doesn't happen and they actually have something there. But for now, this is how it is. If you click this green button, it's the bridge of the Acquittance. It is essentially just the Venator bridge, just without the red paint. Anyway, if we head back to the hangar, should we grab a V-Wing or Burns' ARC 170? It's going to go V-Wing, but we'll grab Burns' one because it's here, and we might as well keep going with it. Is it too high? We might have to change to a V-Wing. Nope. Oh, we're good. Nope, we can use it. It's good. It's not too high. We can still jump into it and grab a seat. Anyway, let's fly. There is a little bit of lag. That's due to screen recording. That's just causing a bit of lag, so I do apologise for that right now, just in case we get any more lag spikes. Or it's going to be a messy exit. There we go. We got there in the end. Anyway, let's go down into the Lucre Hulk. I have shown you the Lucre Hulk before in the Geonosis walkthrough, but I'm going to show you it here because it is part of the space game. As you can tell, the space game is just a large area of just space with some capital ships within that you can use for your RPs. This gives a lot of viability and a lot of ways that you can play this game, and it is just a really fun game. This is one of the 518's favourites, and we do hope that you enjoy it. Inside the Lucre Hulk, we have Invasion Craft, AATs, we also have some MTTs, some snail droids. None of those are currently flyable or drivable. We are working on making Separatist vehicles drivable in a future update, so I do want to say that now as a bit of a disclaimer. Anyway, if we go down this way, and let's land here because there is another feature to Lucre Hulk. We're going to have a good landing. The answer is no. Anyway, let's jump out and let's walk up to these doors and let's open the doors. Get a little bit closer, I think. Yeah, there we go, a little bit closer. You have to tap on the doors, by the way. Let's go down this corridor and let's go to these doors and open them. And if you've seen the Geonosis video, then you already know that there's the negotiations room from the Phantom Menace. The doors are fine. And there's also the bridge of the Lucre Hulk by clicking this green button. It is a little bit of a flashbang, I do apologise for that. But here, as you can see, is the bridge of the Lucre Hulk. And if we click this green button, we'll be back out of the bridge and back into the corridors. Across that way, that's just another entrance into the bridge, so I'm not going to show you it, as it does just lead to the same thing that I just literally showed you. So there's not really much point in then showing you that twice. Anyway, let's jump back into Burns' Arc 170. There we go. And let's fly along, probably need to go up a little bit, yeah, there we go. And let's fly along here. And here you have some crates, and also some Separatist Tri-Fighters. Those currently aren't flyable. Again, we are working on it, it will come in a future update. There's also some Gonk droids over there, and some droid dropships, a Vulture droid, and a Separatist shuttle, and a homing spider droid. Again, those ships aren't flyable, but will be in a future update. Probably not one of the soonest updates, but it will be at some point. So don't worry, we are working on it. Anyway, let's go up this way. We're going to go to the Munificent class cruiser, which is a Separatist cruiser. It is at a slight angle, which you will notice when we go inside. This cruiser, I believe, is exclusive to this game. And something I do want to note now is, if you're going to try landing it with a Republic ship, you won't fit. The ship won't fit in. You'll get in, but it'll be a very messy landing. So I am just going to say that now. So I advise parking just a little bit outside of the, I think this is the starboard hangar, I think. Just going to get a little bit closer, and then we're going to jump into the hangar. There we go. Anyway, if we run through these doors, also here's another quick view of the hangar. We run through these doors and down the corridors. This is a little bit of a maze, so if I get lost, I am sorry. Anyway, let's run this way and up this way, and this takes us to the port hangar. This is the other side of the ship. There isn't much to this ship, but we have made it that, you know, you can go in it. You can obviously fight in it if you're, you know, trying to board the ship as clones, and it still works as a map. Again, the space game is largely just a bunch of space with some capital ships within that. Here we have the main bridge of the Munificent cruiser, to remember the name. It is a very nice bridge, and it does feature quite nicely. This cruiser has been inspired by Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and, you know, we feel it works as a cruiser. We're not going to update this, but we don't plan on updating it. We might if public feedback requests something heavily, then maybe we'll update it, but for now we are happy with it. We were happy with how it looks. Anyway, let's grab Burns' Arc 170 and just jump into the cockpit. We're gonna, yeah, we made it. Awesome. And let's show you the final ship of the space game. Here's another view of the Acquitans, the Venator, the Lucre Hulk, and here's another view of the Munificent. In addition, these ships, the smaller Republic craft, like the Arc 170, the V-Wing, the Y-Wing, the gunships, and what have I forgotten? The Z95s. These are all flyable on both PC and mobile. By clicking the warp and the hyperwarp, they just speed you up. However, you won't be able to turn whilst you do that. So my advice, if you want to turn whilst having that high speed, click on the warp or hyperwarp, then click hover, and you'll still keep that speed and still be able to turn because hover allows you to turn and you won't go up or down. Anyway, if we land in the Providence, again, you might notice that the Providence map looks very similar to one in another game. It is a free map, but we have edited it so it's not a complete copy. Anyway, if we land within here, there isn't much to the Providence. It might be updated in the future, just to, disclaim that now. Oh, it's actually a good landing. Anyway, let's run down this way. And over here we have the only interior, well, not the only interior, because obviously there's the hangar, but the only other interior of the Providence. We have the area where you find Chancellor Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. This area has been inspired by Revenge of the Sith, as you can tell, and it does make a very nice place if you want to reenact the Revenge of the Sith duel. Anyway, if we go up here, that is the Providence, and that is largely the space game. This game isn't going to be updated anytime soon, as we're very happy with how it works, but it might be updated in the future with maybe an expansion to potentially, the Venator, or the Aquitans, or the Providence, or the Munificent. It may get an expansion to some of the capital ships at a later time, but for now we're very happy with how this map is and how this game works. We hope that you enjoy it, and if you want to check out the 518th and join it, the Discord link is down below. The game link is also down below. We hope to see you there, and may the Force be with you.